But I think that the lawsuit specifically, I think they demonstrated, and they proved in a court of law that there was enough tacit collusion that that most people didn't know that, or even if they knew that, they didn't act on it.
Yeah, and I think that it was the buyer's side commission, I think, was hoisted onto sellers
Yep.
without much choice, at least in language.
Sure.
For the majority of the time, they just felt like, if I'm this is what I pay.
And in habit, right? It had just been done that way for so long. It was assumed, right? It was assumed that the seller was just going to pay for both agents, and even though it was always negotiable, it was never written down in law essentially that that's how it happened. That's just how it had always been done.
Yeah.
Right. Which is not necessarily a good reason to do things.
Yep.
Right. One of my least favorite things is when people say, "Well, we do it that way just because that's how we've always done it." That's a pretty terrible excuse.
And there were tons of companies that all went against that grain, right?
Yeah,
there was they all called themselves something different, but there was always discount brokerages that pushed that and
Right.
tried to move that one way or another for whatever reasons, and they either succeeded or failed or found somewhere in the middle.